Good afternoon, it's time. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Mail Day. This show is Mike C, of course, and the star of the show, as always, it's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. Well, less than 2 weeks to go up for the NFL draft. Very exciting time. A lot of mock drafts. We love them all. We love the effort for all. Some are ridiculous, but, personal preference, nothing wrong with that. I forgot to check the last week's video because it started on a Tuesday. Last time I saw it was at 7. So it's probably, maybe a couple more, maybe 9 at the most. I may post it at the end of it, but we'll see. Yeah, a lot of mocks, like I said, a lot of speculation. This is speculation week. And, people are going to trade. They're going to trade draft picks, trade players. But take everything, at least I'd say take with 2 grains of salt, because I wouldn't trust anything until it actually happens. But yeah, this week is very exciting. I'm almost done with the magazine. I'm on the team profiles, so I may not read all of them. I'll buzz through that pretty quickly, and then I'll be done with the magazine. But let's get to some other news first. Some sad news. Rest in peace. Nobody's probably ever heard of this player, unless you're a Reds fan. Tommy Helms, I believe, was the second baseman. I'll say as an infielder for sure. Played back in the 60s and 70s. I know a lot about him. I remember him, but he passed away a few days ago. He's in the Reds Hall of Fame, I know. But, rest in peace, Tommy, and consolation, to your family. The Reds actually swept the Pittsburgh Pirates, so that's always good news. Well, they're starting to score some runs. I think they're in second place behind the Cubs, so they're doing better than I thought they would. But we'll keep an eye on that. Yesterday and this weekend was Masters weekend. Carly actually watched some of the last couple rounds, and congratulations to Rory McIlroy. I've always liked him as a golfer. He was very emotional, and that's always cool. His daughter was on the course with him. That's very cool. It was Poppy. You gotta love that. And talk about a roller coaster ride, up and down. He was up by 3 or 4 shots, then he just double bogeyed a couple of times, and he lost the lead to I can't remember his first name, but Rose was the player. And then he came back and hit some fantastic shots, tee shots, just incredible shots. To be under all that pressure, adrenaline going, and he had never won the Masters before, so he won the Masters and he also won the Grand Slam. So congratulations, Rory, you deserved it, and one of my favorite players, and it's probably the most golf I've watched in quite a while. But I knew some of the players, but most of them I didn't. But I don't follow golf like I used to. But good job, Rory. All right, now the Hawks are season's over. They're getting a lot of young players, like I mentioned before. I think they're still second as far as chance to get the draft. I will cover that more later, obviously. As far as the draft goes, I've seen everywhere from the Lions trading up to the number 2 position for Abdul Carter. That's going to take a boatload of draft picks. I don't see that happening. I've seen him trade up to 6 with the Saints, and trade Hayden Hooker, plus other picks. That's a possibility. That'd still be a huge unloading of draft picks. I've seen him go to 15 with the Falcons, I believe. Just a lot of options, and I would not be object to any of them. As far as players go, Mike Green's still out there. JPJ is still an option for me. defensive edge. I don't care. Well, I shouldn't say don't care. I want them to see to get a defensive edge. Defensive tackle would be nice. You know, 2 defensive ends would be great. Defensive tackle, edge, switch those around, and then an offensive lineman, preferably a guard. That'd be a great 3 picks right there. They won't keep all their draft picks. They shouldn't. They got too many. They got to make a trade, make a move. You trade up, do you trade down? They will do something. I'd be shocked if they didn't make a move in the first round and later rounds, of course. But yeah, it's an exciting time. I will take a break for a couple of days just to kind of relax and just kind of chill for a while. I'm planning on doing a mock draft maybe later today, but tomorrow for sure, because I really haven't done that many mocks. I will do, what I would do, because it makes no sense to try to know what 32 other teams will do. It's like, you can't possibly know, so why speculate? It just doesn't make much sense to me. If you want to do it, that's fantastic. I had no problem with it. Enjoy watching. Me personally, it doesn't make any sense. I've already done, 5 different, I think it was 5 or 6 scenarios. The Lions would make other draft, or the top 5 rounds of their draft picks. So I don't know if I'll make any more of those or not. But I will make 2 more mock drafts for sure. Probably this week and then one next week for sure. Maybe like on next Tuesday. And it's getting exciting. This weekend we're going to grocery shopping for our party mix, and we got a few of the items already, but we need the Crispex, and we need peanuts and other stuff we're going to get. So that's always exciting. Shrimp, of course, we're going to get that. And nothing says mock draft like buying shrimp, at least for me. But yeah, that'll be fun. I always look forward to that. This draft is unlike any other draft. Only 2 top quarterbacks, 3 maybe taken, but there's only 2, quarterbacks I think worthy of a top, first round pick. And there's not, there's a couple really stud players, but they're so random. There's, defensive end is stacked, running back is stacked. There's a lot of wide receivers. It's a very different draft, and that makes it exciting, I think. But yeah, expect the next week to be just full of speculation, and don't believe anything until it actually happens, because everybody's throwing out feelers and seeing what they can reel in. But it's fun. It's like, well, that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? But I think, well, we're 8 minutes. Weather's been kind of weird lately. It was really nice a few days ago. Now it's cooled off, but that's fine. I think about 60 something today, maybe 58. I don't know, but we have to go to CVS later to get a couple more draft photos for the actual draft coming up, and so that'll be fun. But I will make one either today or tomorrow, and then next week I'll probably do it Tuesday again, and unless I do this earlier, we'll see what happens. But I think that's about it, Bucky. Yeah, not too much else to report. Yeah, that's about it. Another news, I guess they flew some spaceship into the atmosphere with like 5 women celebrities. I'm not sure why. I think it's just a photo op, and I think it's pointless. I don't think it really gets any information. It might get some, but it's like, I don't know. It just seems very irrelevant to me. But they like it and they enjoy it and they paid for it. I guess, what the hell. But other than that, Bucky, I think that's about it. So we're gonna end it, and yeah. So for Mike Cena, of course, the star of the show, I will post how many views we had last week at the end. But for Mike Cena, of course, star of the show, as always, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. And we'll see you later today again or Tuesday for Bucky's latest mock draft. And we'll see what happens. All right, bye now.